Well, it's hard to believe in just a couple of weeks the new school year will be scheduled to start. Now is a great time for parents to begin getting their children ready for the routine and the demands of school. So this week on Dateline Schools, we get some tips on how to get the school year off to a healthy start as we talk with the new health director here in St. Clair County, Elizabeth King. And first of all, Elizabeth, congratulations on being named the new health director for the county.
Thank you. I'm honored and excited to have this new role.
So what is this role and how does that relate to health and getting our school year off to a healthy start?
Well, I think my role as director and health officer really is to coordinate with our public, private schools, assure that they have the things they need to have a great school year, which means being healthy. So that means the proper recommendations, rules, guidelines, to consult with them, be a resource. We also do direct education with a lot of their frontline secretarial staff on entry into our immunization registry, MICR. They do the bulk of that in the schools, and then they also weekly report diseases out to us as well. So we do some direct education with that.
And my guess is too, being this is a year, actually we're finishing up the second year of the pandemic and going into a whole brand new school year, that still kind of weighs a little bit too, doesn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. I think it weighs on parents and it weighs on schools, it weighs on everybody here. Right now, we're kind of in that recovery phase still. Our levels are fluctuating between low and medium in the community, so we're watching things closely. We know that when students go back to school and we pull all those kids back into a congregate setting, that viruses, other things are going to come up, and yes, we'll be watching closely the COVID numbers for sure.
Anticipating any health issues, so to speak, coming up this school year, anything that's jumping out at you right now?
Well, like you said, COVID, right? We're all anticipating what's going to happen with COVID. We know from the last couple of years that COVID will work into our community through the schools sometimes, and those congregate settings will be seasonal. That's what I'm trying to say, I'm sorry. We're going to see some seasonal fluctuations in those numbers and when we bring the kids back into school. I do think that we're feeling really confident this year going in. I hope the schools are as well. We have more tools in our toolbox. We have vaccine from our 6-month all the way up. We have testing. Testing is so available in the community now. Free test kits, testing available here at the health department. We have antivirals now that we can use, and all the mitigation strategies that have been out there since the beginning of COVID.
We'll be back with more tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington.